Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode of Hijinks and Dungeon World.
Hello.
An actual play Dungeon World live stream with QueueTimes.
Right, everybody, QueueTimes.
Okay, cool.
Welcome.
Well, if this is your first time joining us, thank you. This is a continuous mini-series that we're doing. This is episode 13. We're playing Dungeon World currently, but Hijinks and Handlebars proper is a show that we've been doing for about a year and a half-ish, if not a little bit longer than that. I don't know. And that is generally using the Kids on Bikes system. We used to play live, like in front of each other. And now that we're doing remote, we decided to move on to doing like a mini series for the time being, just because like the dynamic was a little difficult. So we're doing this for the foreseeable future. But if you want to go back and check out the Kids on Bikes campaign, which Kids on Bikes is like if Dungeon World and D&D is like Lord of the Rings, then Kids on Bikes is like Stranger Things. So if that interests you at all, if you like our chemistry, if you like what we do here today, then you can check out all of the VODs, the videos of the previous episodes on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel in a playlist called Hijinks Handlebars, or you can find that with bit.ly/handlestream. Capital H, capital S. You can find the previous episodes for this on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel in a playlist called Hijinks and Dungeon World. And that is also with bit.ly/capital D, UNJINKS. All those are all lowercase. So Dunjinks with a capital D. And thank you
so much, Sam.
Thank you, Seventh Cut. In there. Yeah, I want to get some thank yous out at the top. Big thank you, of course, to QueueTimes for hosting us and for keeping our show going, especially through all of these times of remote and figuring all of that out. We wouldn't have a show without you. It's really wonderful to be here and be able to do that. It's been very awesome to see the channel grow and get all of the other shows. I just want to tell people to go check those out if you haven't yet.
Oh, hello, Geeklies. Welcome.
Geeklies. Oh, hello, Geeklies. We're just starting.
Yeah.
So good to see all of you. Greetings, adventurers.
Hello.
Yeah.
Adventurers.
Here, I knew you all were going to say that. Did they tell you to come in and just say greetings, adventurers?
Well, we just know at this point.
We get it. We get it. Cool. Yeah. So this is episode 13 of the miniseries. Feel free to jump in if you like this, and then go back check everything out. Thanks QueueTimes. Thanks to Hunters Entertainment for publishing Kids on Bikes, which is the system we usually use. I'm not just thanking them because they published the system, but also they gave me a backpack and some dice that are Kids on Bikes branded. So thank you for that. Yeah. So thank you to my cast. Thank you to the people that are watching. Howdy. Hello. Lots of people coming in. Lots of people.
Hello.
Hi. And then the last couple things I want to say is there is a tip jar for the casts for the shows and everything. That's !coin. That is a direct and actionable way to give support and money to the casts and the shows on this channel. So if you wanted to do that, !coin in the Twitch chat. If you're watching this stuff on YouTube, you can't do !coin, but leave a comment anyway, because I like to see those, and it's a really easy and direct way for me to find what you have to say, and I will respond to that. So that would be cool if you did that. Even if you watched on Twitch, go to the YouTube videos, leave your comments. Someone says they love Dungeon World. Yes, Dungeon World's very fun.
Yeah.
Kids on Bikes Dungeon World are their favorite games, and that's awesome.
Oh snap.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a whole slew of episodes if you want to delve into.
We might be made for you.
Yeah. So with that, again, the other shows on this channel on QueueTimes, Clear Skies, which is Star Trek, and there's also something blood something. QueueTimes, put it in the chat, please. Void of the Blood, which is also Star Trek, but it's Klingon, and that's happening once a month. Both of those are on Mondays. And then there's Denver by Night, which is Vampire the Masquerade. There's one-on-one shots with B-Dave Walters. The most recent one had Brennan Lee Mulligan on it.
Ooh.
Which, oh my god.
Oh my god.
And then in the past we've had Tanya to Pass was also on a one-on-one shot, which those are pretty wonderful and awesome. So check those out. Those are on Sundays. And also on Sundays, Court of Corvids, which is a Pathfinder 2nd edition live stream that Jonas and myself are both on. Okay. This show is 99.98% improvised. I don't know exactly what I'm going to say. I don't know what my cast is going to say or anything like that. So some things that might come up might be uncomfortable, or you might find like personally triggering. But that said, we're not going out of our way to make you uncomfortable. In fact, we are doing the opposite. We are trying to make this an accessible and diverse space, like narratively, so that everyone can enjoy it and consume it. So if something does come up and you find it uncomfortable, shut the stream off. Your mental well-being and everything is way more important than anything that we're doing on these silly cameras. So take care of yourself first and foremost. Things that have come up in the past, I mean, like drowning, like that's something that has come up. There's fire in every episode because we have a character who produces fire. And then there's also a lot of like isolation and death and violence and
a lot of fire. Did you say?
Hey, Hollywood.
Yeah. So again, if something comes up and that you yourself find uncomfortable and you want to continue watching the show, but like you can't watch that part, reach out to us on social media and be like, hey, I really want to keep up with the show. I couldn't get through this part. Can you tell me like sort of like recap what happened without that information, like the stuff that I don't want to hear? And we'll do our best to keep you up to date on what's happening so that you can continue watching. Cool. All right. Well, I'm William, they, them, and I am the GM for Hijinks and Dungeon World.
I am Jonas, they, them, and I play Bowser, the salamander immolator, he, him.
Hi, my name is Spencer LaBelle, they, them. I will be playing Denial, the Eladrin thief who uses he, him.
Hi, my name's Sam Richardson, and I use he, him pronouns, and I'm currently playing Ladislas, the elven druid who also uses he, him pronouns, but is gender fluid, so that may change at some point.
I am Franny. Can you guys hear me from back here? Sorry to test this out right now.
Yeah.
You sound
Wait, what was that?
Otherwise I'm way up here. And,
What was
okay.
that?
You do sound like you're far away from your microphone.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess, hey, I'm Franny. I am playing Brenner, he, him. Or they, them. I'm she, her, and I'm a human paladin.
And I'm Chris Tanamato, he, him, and I'm playing Din Din, he, him. He's let's get this. He's a pelican, he's a father, and he's a fighter.
He's
Yeah.
not just a father, he's a
He's
daddy.
He's a
He's
dad.
a
He's our
dad.
dad.
Right. Can't get that.
Also, Freddie, if you want to tilt your camera down a little bit, if you can. I don't know what your setup is, but just so that we can, if you want to.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Cool. All right, sweet. So, again, this is Dungeon World Campaign. This is a mini-series. We're episode 13. Watch along. You'll get it.
You'll pick it up.
We're about to get into sort of new stuff potentially. But,
Yeah. So, this show is about the end of the world. There's our group of heroes, or this foster family that is traveling together. They stumbled upon and found themselves involved in the destruction of the entire world, as they know it, opening a portal to another dimension and bringing out what people call the end. They have been trying to track down these cultists who are trying to bring about the end of the world and foil their plans. Some of them genuinely out of heroics, and some of them out of necessity because they are sort of being chased. And whether or not they leave this plane of existence and just leave it for the end, or they actually save it, is up to them. More specifically, what happened last time on Hijinks and Dungeon World?
Ba-ba-da-boom.
Blah.
Ba-ba-da-bum. So our heroes left the city of Wei as they were being ambushed by just large swaths of these cultists. And as they made their way out of the city, Danail decided that he needed to actually go back into the tower and figure out like exactly why it was so like mysterious. See if there was like some last minute information that they could get. So Danail and his father Din Din made their way back to the tower, while Brenner and Ladislas and Dowser stayed a little bit outside of the city limits to make a fire, make a camp, so everybody had somewhere to go back to, and then they could get the heck out of there if they needed to. What Dowser and Ladislas didn't realize is that Brenner actually snuck away to join Danail and Din Din for the tower siege. So the two of them were left there alone, waiting for someone to come back with firewood. As they were waiting, they had a little bit of a discussion because spoilers, Ladislas is currently a bird. I've been told that I have
You've
Animorphed?
You animorphed him.
You've
I've
animorphed me.
without getting
Yeah.
into future spoilers for anything.
I have animorphed the Ladislas.
Yes.
I'm
A lot of us who shapeshifts a lot, shapeshifted into a bird, rolled, I believe, a failure,
Yeah.
and now cannot shift back and can only sometimes speak.
yeah,
In
and
that
just so
case,
everyone knows,
failures.
I hadn't. I did never kept up with Animorphs, so that was not intentional. I didn't. That wasn't on purpose.
There are some
was an-
aliens, there's some slugs, there's some goop. It's fine.
It
There's
was
some
an
child.
accidental animorphing.
It was an accidental animorphing, unlike the original animorphing, which was very much on purpose.
Very
right?
intentional. Yeah.
Very intentional. That person wanted to be a bird forever.
Well, wait.
Anyway, so Brenner went off to find Dindin and Danail for the tower siege. On the way there, they contacted their god Ipsana, and Ipsana and Brenner had a little heart to heart. We're talking about like how, you know what, Brenner could do this thing that they want to do, and everything's gonna be okay. Like a little confidence building, like some sideline cheerleading stuff going on. Finally, like met up with Dindin and Danail, who were trying to figure out how to actually invade the tower after checking guard schedules and turning the Pelican Daddy Dindin invisible. Had a little bit of like a chiding, some chastising of Brenner like coming along because the cultists are after Brenner. But then they all decided, you know what, we got to go in there. We got to get this information. They did the tower siege, failed the first time, but like it knocked out the guards, pulled them away, and like tried a second time, got in and started maneuvering through the tower, seeing a dining hall where people were just casually eating. They stumbled across just a weapons room, and then up to a records keeping, like sort of library-esque area where they went looking for information. Back at the campsite, Ladislas and Dowser ended up in contact with this very old person who had walked along towards them, and they introduced themselves as Rendell, the keeper of the river keeper, who was in charge of the river up ahead where they were, bringing people across it. So after a slight altercation there, with confusion of the squawking bird that is Ladislas and Dowser, the salamander that was very untrusting, Rendell explained the history of the rivering and everything that they had been through, and how they were like 900 years old or something.
Met death?
It was over 1,000, I believe.
Well, it might have been over 1,000. Has met death, and was very confusing. And then mentioned a second salamander, a blue salamander named Lupe, that had gone north. And Dowser was very frustrated and confused about this. Back at the tower, they got information on the ritual that was actually being cast like large wise here on the earth, or on their continent, that was creating the end. And everyone on the show has extremely beautiful hair.
I was telling that too. So sweet. Thank you. Here's the thing: I have thought that before looking at everyone on the group call.
I'm gonna let down my hair now.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So, oh my gosh. Okay, sorry.
Here comes my dog.
Yeah, they found out the ritual.
Everybody just starts hair whipping. Just
I know, we're all just like, oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Oh, thanks.
oh, you say.
Wait, be careful. This might be the rest of the episode. Hold on. Just today, I'm so sorry, I'm sidetracking for a moment. Just today, somebody I was asking what can we do to get more people to watch, and someone was like, oh, you could do shorter recaps, because you get really in depth and you kind of give a lot of information, but to new people coming in, it might be overwhelming. And now I'm doing a really long one again. I'm very aware, but I know all of you are coming from Greetings Adventurers. And before every time they record an episode, they just chill for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm
recapping,
the recapping's very fast, but but I'm y'all are used to that. You get it. Okay. Anyway,
it is.
I get it. I'll burn through this. Okay. So yeah,
we just do a lot. So there's a lot of information.
Yeah, unlike Greetings Adventurers, who does very we don't do these episodes. We're not here right now.
Yeah.
But they do episodes where they just no, I'm just kidding.
My favorite episodes are the ones where the least
yeah,
happens.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I see that whoa in the chat.
Whoa.
We're not
Wait a minute. Do you know who sent us? Okay. All right. Where was I? Oh yeah. So the old Rendell, the river keeper.
The river spirit.
We don't know. The river keeper was then convinced to Dowser using a move that Dowser has to just go to sleep.
Yeah, great move.
Back at the tower, yes, they had this scroll in this like book with the specifics of the ritual for the most part, and they took that and they went up to the roof of the tower. There was a trap door that Danail figured out how to trap, and so they flung their father out the window up to climb on top of the tower. And as he rose up on top of the tower, he saw the king that they had an interaction with previously in Way. The king was actually chained up and beaten up on the top of this tower with a bunch of like cultists around, just kind of like milling about, like talking and waiting for what was to happen next. Excuse me. And then as our heroes, Brenner and Danail were waiting for the okay from their father to like also go up to the roof, they heard a slurry of footsteps coming from below them, and all of these cultists were like coming. So they went up out the window themselves. They climbed up onto the top of the tower. The door burst open, and all of these cultists came up with their friend Raquel, the knight who had just recently taken been given control of the city of Way. And those cultists dropped Raquel onto the ground and threw her forcefully and were like, we've got you now. And Brenner was not having any of that. As soon as they saw these cultists throw Raquel down onto the ground, Brenner was like, and you crank that soldier boy, and then jumped out with
paraphrasing a little bit.
Yeah, I know that. A halberd, and just completely chopped the head off of the person who had thrown Raquel to the ground in a blazing display of might and strength. And then the entire roof was like, oh, what? Back at the fire with Dowser and Ladislas, Dowser consulted the fire for a
vision of the flame.
A vision of the flame, asking why the fire would lie to him and keep this truth of another salamander that was out and about in the world, and saw this vision of this little blue egg shape of a salamander in the same way that the salamanders sort of like hatch as it were to inside of this flame, and then and hatching forth this blue egg was not, and it didn't for a long period of time. And then all of the town took the egg and laid it in magma, basically to dispose of it. But then from the magma spawned and it came out a blue salamander that was very, very angry with everyone and stormed away, running away from this home. Back to reality. What?
I thought John was a lizard, not a chicken. Listen, I loved the Gungan discourse until there. Let's be. Although you should make the Gungan picture. Anyway.
And then finally, Ladislas consulted the infinite book of knowledge that he has about the ritual and about everything that was going on. Discovered that these the main core group of cultists had come from a different plane a long time ago, and had built the towers out of captured people that they basically killed and used their bones to build these towers. We love bones here.
We're a bone-centric show.
But trapped their souls inside of the bricks that they had made to make the towers. So these towers were just filled with souls and bones, and later they as society grew around these towers as societies formed, and as people died in those towns, either of natural causes of like murder or whatever, those souls would also be sucked into the tower, basically creating this huge like soul conduit at these 5 locations on this continent, and eventually tapping into those souls using divine sacrifices, linking to siphon from deities that would then give them enough energy to open the portal to the end. And this is what we learned in the last episode. Are we good?
I think that
We're good.
that you mentioned, but I think frames almost every interaction that the player characters have. We are a family. Din Din is our dad. The rest of us are adopted children from around the world, basically. And Ladislas and Danail are the only 2 who are, as far as we know, at least related by blood, correct?
Absolutely.
Are
Yay.
I sort of. I don't even know that we're necessarily related by blood, but we are both. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All
Cool.
right.
That's it.
Okay. We don't need context of it, to be honest, for Greetings Adventurers listeners. I mean, yes, I feel that. Yeah. So, the entire rooftop is aghast. Brenner, you've just chopped the head off of this cultist. I would say there are about like 10 people on this roof now, not counting the king, not counting Raquel, that are all looking at you, just stunned for the moment. Yeah, maybe let him out. And you have a moment to act. You as well, Danail, and you, Din Din. There, you can do one thing before this pops off. What's going to happen?
I think Brenner is gonna stand their ground with their halberd and say, "All right, who's next? You're gonna meet my shoes."
I'm so proud of my kid. I'm gonna bend bars, lift gates, and I'm gonna untie Raquel.
Okay, Brenner is in the middle of everyone. You, Din Din, and Danail, you are still off on the side of the tower.
Oh, I
No,
think
no,
I'm
Din Din climbed up top.
Well, that's right. You
Um,
did. You jumped in. That was the last thing that you did.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
using
Yeah.
Brenner's like surprise as like a cover. Yeah.
Yes. All right.
They
Roll me
tackled Raquel.
your Ben Bars, Ben Gates.
Ben Bars,
Ben
Bill
Gay.
Ben bars, lift gate.
Ben Bars, Bill Gates.
Ben Bars, Ben Gay.
I'm actually gonna.
That is a 9.
A 9. Can you tell me what that does?
On a 7 and 9, I can choose two attributes to destroying an inanimate obstacle. And I'm going to say it doesn't take a long time, and it doesn't make a lot of noise. So
You don't want it to make noise?
yeah, I don't want Raquel being free and able to fight too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Smart.
Great. I love it. Okay, Danail, what are you doing?
I'm actually gonna go back through the window. And since they've opened the trap door,
Okay.
I'm going to dash back through the window, and then I'm going to sprint up so I can flank them. The cultists who are now enraptured by Brenner's loud declaration of self.
Get him, Genji.
And I'm gonna start stabbing him in the back.
Could I get a defy danger to get to that position? Dexterity, probably.
Probably. Oh, nice. That's gonna be 9 + 2, 11.
Okay, great, cool. You do it. Are you immediately? Will you say you're getting that position so you can stab them in the back? Are you just like coming in hot, or?
I am, as I'm in a full sprint, running through, rapier drawn, and the first exposed cultist back I see, I'm running through.
Okay, can you give me your stab in the back then?
Right, so this is plus dex. That's not great. That's going to be 5 + 2. That's a 7. Which, for the thief move, backstab, on a 7 to 9, I can do one of these. I don't get into melee with them. I deal my damage plus d6. I create an advantage, or I reduce their armor. I'm going to take this opportunity to take off a cheap shot and deal... This is morphing a little bit. Hang on. I've gotten a little bit... Morphing. There we are. Gotta find the R's back. So I'm gonna do my backstab to deal my damage plus 2d6.
Spencer, can you do me a favor? Can you get really close to your microphone and say something?
Something. Am I roboting again?
No. I don't think your audio is coming through your microphone.
Oh, I thought you wanted
Well,
that's a yeah.
We can still hear you, by the way.
okay,
We can still
cool.
hear you, but it's fine. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, your camera is definitely getting your.
Okay, cool. I'll fix that in a second. That's gonna be 8 plus 5, 13 damage. And then I'm gonna see what's going on here.
Hell yeah.
Tell me what it looks like.
Okay, cool. So there are these cultists. There's about 10 of them on the roof, most of them in a cluster who have just dragged Raquel up. And they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then shrunk, rapier blade just slices out through the chest of one of them, and into another one, and into a third one. But the third one's like, "Hey, stop it."
This was just as Brenner.
You shish kebab all 10 of them. They're all dead.
I
Right?
do. I'm so great.
Nice.
Wow,
God,
they only had a cumulative 13 hit points.
I want to roll
Oh, okay. You know what? That's such a good idea. You should roll with advantage.
31. Oh, with
Oh,
advantage.
okay. Yeah.
41.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. Yeah. So right in front of you, Brenner, and like also Din, you're like kind of crawling on the ground, and you've just like freed Raquel. You look up and you see this blade just like pop through the chest of this cultist right in front of you. Again, all the cultists are. I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay!
Yeah.
Much better. Much better.
There we go.
Yes. Cool. Yeah. So you see that, and then all of the cultists on the roof. There are 5 of the swords people, and there are now 4 of the magic using like mage cultists. All 5 of the swords people rush at the 2 of you, Danail and Brenner. I need you to defy danger.
That's a lot of danger you got to defy there.
Now you can explain how you're going to do it. I do want to remind you, Franny, that you have a cloak that lets you use whatever skill you want to defy danger.
Can I turn this defy danger with intelligence into a casting of a spell?
I would what spell?
I'm a cast
It's
some
just
mirror
decimate.
image on myself.
Okay, yes. If you succeed at the you will cast mirror image.
Hell yeah. Ooh, I don't think I cast mirror image.
What did you roll?
3, 5.
That's a failure in the Apocalypse World.
Yeah.
series.
Okay. So that's good to know.
I start
Brenda-
doing all the like Naruto hand symbols, and then I get like stabbed in the chest while I'm doing it.
Brenner, what are you going for?
Well, then, can I, since I have my cloak, can I cause fear?
Well, I just let.
Yeah.
This is the problem.
Well,
Everyone.
here's the thing.
Sorry, I may not have been paying attention because I was looking up different. Sorry, did you just say something about that I missed?
I think it makes sense that we'd be able to, because I think isn't the idea with like Apocalypse World games or Powered by Apocalypse games, like you set up a threat and then we say how we're going to deal with it, and this can be cause fear rather than running around them, which would be a defy danger dexterity, like rather than calling for a particular roll when danger is approaching.
But that you have to use you have to use a move to cast a spell.
Mhm.
So you have to be able to use the move cast a spell. But right now you're doing defy danger. So like technically I shouldn't have let Spencer do. I mean,
but I'm saying, like, why does it have to be defy danger? If it's like, isn't the idea that it's threat coming, say what you're doing, and then whatever move makes the most sense? And if you don't have a move that makes sense, then it's defy.
No, defy danger is like a if I am doing something to you very quickly, like if it's like sort of like a fast, like in the moment you need to deal with this.
Okay.
I could see fear as a way of defying danger with charisma, if that's something you want to do. But
Yeah, I don't think you know what. I don't think we can like cast spells to defy danger. I'm just gonna say.
Oh, I meant like the concept, not the spell.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I know. I'm
oh.
just saying in general. Like, yeah.
Yeah, makes
So,
sense.
so then for here, I would say like no, you can't use cause fear. But if you get out of the way or like use your defy danger, then you can cast the spell cause fear like immediately after.
If in the case of using the specific spell mirror image, that would be triggered by cast a spell. But I mean, if we ever wanted to accept like, oh, using like wards and cantrips and just like kind of latent magical ability as justification for using defy danger with intelligence, maybe that could be a middle ground. But anyways,
For Annie,
What's your roll?
Well, I rolled very poorly. I got a. Am I using charisma? So
what do you want to do?
I got a 5 total.
If with your even if you're with your highest bonus, you got a 5.
Yes.
So you both got 5s.
things get worse. Things get worse.
What's gonna happen?
Okay,
And
so,
Chris, please tell me you succeeded.
Oh, I'm not getting attacked. So I'm...
Yeah, Dindin's not getting attacked. Dindin was very quiet and chose to use one of the holds for the move bend bars to make it very silent. So okay, well, unfortunately, these swords people run up right on you, and before you can get your spell cast off, Danail, you just like you basically you need to just like move out of the way. You just like can't get the gesture or whatever like fast enough, and these swords are coming at you. And I will say you're very quick, so you can avoid like a couple of these, but you have 3 of these coming in at you right now, and Brenner, you have 2 of these coming in at you. So the both of you are actually going to be struck, and you are going to take some damage. So I'm going to deal that right now. We have not healed, right?
No.
Okay, it's a bad day.
It's a bad day.
Trust me, I've been thinking about how much I have not healed. Maybe I have now.
I think Brenner healed me back to full after I got stabbed when we were saving the king previously.
Okay, all right. You then, Danail, a sword strikes you, and you take 11 damage.
Woof.
Can't do that again.
1 piercing, by the way. So if you have any armor, it actually it takes out that 1 armor.
Oh no, my 1 armor.
Okay, so you take 11 damage. Okay, all right, and then Brenner, you are going to take 9 damage, 1 piercing. So I can't remember how much armor. Do you have like 3 armor or 2?
I have
What is
2.
it? You have 2 armor. Okay, so you're gonna end up actually taking 8 total right now. As these swords, these like barbed swords swipe at you, and it's like it's almost like a hooked saw blade where that like digs into you and then rips like out.
Yikes.
And the 2 of you are now
Just plain rude.
Ooh, that'll scar.
and the 2 of you are now surrounded. You see around you the cultist mages have begun a cantation of sorts. What would you all like to do now?
Ooh.
I'm gonna grab a vial in my hip that I keep. It's a glass vial. I keep a rag soaked in oil of Taggart. And with my offhand, since I got my rapier full, I'm gonna try and shove it in the face of one of these swords people.
Cool.
And just shatter the glass on him.
Oh, okay. Do we want to do this as like a hack and slash then?
Yeah. Would that be with strength?
Yes, it would. I wouldn't say an improvised weapon would be versatile for you, unfortunately.
What if I flip the jar and I'm using it as a ranged volley?
You know what? Actually, no, they're right in range with you. You're surrounded by these 3, so they're all within reach. So I don't think you could throw it at one of the ones that's attacking Brenner, for sure.
Yeah.
Or one of the mages.
One of the mages, definitely.
Cool, let's do that. Sweet. Yeah, so you're
Cool.
like you're surrounded by these 3 swords people, and you just like you take out the oil tag and you like it's like almost like you're gonna hit one of them, and they go like ah, and they like cover their face for a second, and you just throw it past them. What have you got for your volley?
8.
8 for volley. On a 7 and 9, you choose one. You have to move to get the shot, placing you in danger, the GM's choice. You have to take what you can get, minus 1d6 to your damage, or you have to take several shots, reducing your ammo by 1.
This is kind of a special case of ammo, so I think we can rule that out. I think in order to actually, because the idea is that I'm trying to deliver, I'm trying to apply oil of Taggart at range. So I think I have to like, because it won't work if I don't really like kind of get him in the face. So I think I need to kind of like take a few steps to be able to get a proper angle, which puts me in the way of danger.
Okay, great, cool. Great. So you roll damage with that as well.
Cool.
You might as well.
Glass shards. That's a 1.
One
Feels
You are
appropriate.
just dynamite with your rolling today.
But on the plus side, as long as if the caster falls into a gentle sleep.
Okay, yeah.
More
falls into a
importantly,
so you smash this caster, this mage in the face with this oil of Taggart, and it's just like, and the glass shards just like slightly cut the caster's face, and you hear her go like, what? You just throw, and she just like collapses to the ground, and all the other casters around her are like, their hands stop glowing, and their incantation stops, and
hey, you won.
and they go, and then they start doing it again. But
I just imagine all these swords people going, "Oh, you missed us."
How could you miss? We're 3
right
feet in
here.
front of you.
Renner, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do hack and slash as well.
Cool. So you got 2 by you. There are 3 surrounding your sibling, your brother, and there are still 3 of the mages off to the side that are kind of near where the king is.
I got a 7.
7 on a 7 to 9 with hack and slash. You deal your damage to the enemy, and the enemy makes an attack against you. So roll your damage. Are you declaring a new whatever that move is? You going
Yes.
you?
Yes. Expelliarmus. No,
Did I
that's
just
not.
make a bunch of people yawn?
You made me yawn. I was alone in this.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm finding my Oh no, I can't find. Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's a paladin move.
What is it plus? Sorry.
I think it's plus charisma.
Sweet. 11.
Wait. You're you're doing hack and slash, which is plus strength, which is still 11 because you have a +2 and a +2.
Yes.
Correct? Yeah. Okay. Which is still 11. So you got damage wise. Oh, I see what we're saying. So you rolled your D10.
Yes.
Okay, and then your other one is you do 2 more D4.
Damn, Brenner's really the one that is most like capable of doing the most damage, I think.
MVP.
I like how this is the first time I think Brenner has like actually like fought in a combat where it's like, all right, I'm taking heads.
Yeah,
you know,
we
Brenner's
gotta bring
always
them.
like,
Yeah.
we're friends with the dragon.
Yeah,
And then I got
Rolled it.
5.
5. So okay, so you got 5 plus the 11.
Yes.
Wait, what did you roll in the D10?
A 9.
A 9. Okay, so it would just be 9 plus 5, so it would be 14. Because you don't add anything to your damage roll unless you have like a move that says otherwise.
+1 from your halberd.
+1 from the halberd. Okay, so thank you, Spencer. Okay, so what did I just say? It's 15.
15.
Okay.
Must be enough.
So tell me how you do it to another one.
Okay, so my halberd starts to glow just
Okay.
because I'm radiating. And
Divine
I
energy.
do another like swing around my head and just another clean roll off the shoulders.
Yeah, when
That's
you
my
when you
kid.
swing it around your head, because you have two that are like kind of like flanking you. The one of them is like sees it coming and like ducks and is like haha, and then just you hear on the other side like across from this swords person that other one just head like lops clean off. And while you're going for that one, this other one takes their barbed sword and goes for a strike against you.
So what
and
are we
that-
down to 3 swordsmen?
I think it's 3 and 3 now,
Oh no! Wait, hold on.
or it's 4 swordsmen and 3.
I believe
we
it's
were
four,
at 10.
four swordsmen and 3
All
three
right, nice,
spellcasters
nice.
now.
Gotcha.
Okay, and that's going to be 5 damage with 1 piercing. So I think it ends up being 4 damage for you.
Okay, cool.
How do my kids look in terms of health right now?
I'm at 12.
Oh, I'm bleeding a lot.
All right.
Real bad. We're at camp, so
See, this is funny. That was like there's two kinds of players where you're like, "How are you looking health wise?" Freddy's like 12, and the special was like, "I'm bleeding a lot." It's like
Paints a whole
we're
different
playing in the
picture.
meta, everyone. We're playing. In the meta.
So
On a scale of 1 to 49. About a
wish-
27.
You wish you could get to 49 in this game.
So Din it like taps Raquel, like points towards the mages. So like I'm gonna send her off that way.
Okay.
And I'm going to run in front of Danail and prepare a defense. And that will get me 9 on defense. So I'm gonna hold 1.
Yeah, on a 7-9, hold 1. So long as you stand a defense, when you or the thing you defend is attacked, you may spend the hold 1 for 1. Okay, cool. So you did that for Brenner?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh no, not for Brenner, for Danail.
Oh, Danail, my bad. Okay, yeah. Well, good, because Danail is still surrounded by those 3.
I placed myself in danger.
I realize
I'm in danger.
And you place yourself in danger. So actually you placed yourself in danger, and
I feel like I kind of had to like take a step off. So like in order to get the shot, I kind of like had to like lean hook to the left. So I'm kind of like now like back against a wall, and they've like kind of like cornered me against one of the parapets.
yeah, two of these cultists, these sword people, actually like kind of put their like sheathe their swords really quick.
Oh, that's
And
never good.
And they rush in to grab your arms. Roll Defy Danger.
Ooh, I'm gonna try and do dexterity to kind of slip out of their grasp.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
can't grab what they can't touch. That's going to be a 7 plus 2 for a 9.
9. Okay. On a 7 to 9, you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. Yeah. So you can get out of being like grabbed by them, but with how quickly this is happening, the only way forward is into the blade of the third one.
Wait, is that a choice?
That's the choice. You go into the blade in front of you. It won't be the amount of damage from like it being swung at you, but you won't be restrained.
I think I'm hurt enough. And I also got very injured. I think earlier today.
Yeah.
I have nearly been stabbed to death twice today. So I think I hesitate when I see the blade. I'm like, oh, not getting stabbed, and that gives them the chance to grab me.
The two of them grab each of your arms and basically just like fasten you to the one of the like barracks towers on the top of this tower, like pressing you up against the wall like your father did with the table in the king's ballroom. And this and this swords person raises their barbed blade up high above you. And Din, what would you like to do since you
I
are
would like
defending?
to jump in and redirect the attack from the thing you defend to yourself.
Tell me what that looks like then, and I will roll your damage.
it very movie slow-mo dive-in scene. No.
Oh.
And I
I
take
think
it.
my favorite comedy meme is when somebody does the no dive in front of the bullet, but like they will
It
never
totally
be faster
misses.
than the bullet, and they totally whiff. So
Oh,
you
no.
immediately someone to get like slashed, and then it's you just like whiffing it in slow mo.
Din Din is fast. Din Din makes it. Din Din moves with purpose.
Then his dad.
This barbed blade comes down swiftly. Danail, it happens so fast that you're certain this will be the end of you, and just as you hear the sound of the blade making contact with flesh and being pulled back and ripping, you do not feel that contact, and in front of you, you see your father, who takes the brunt of this strike. Din Din, take 9 damage,
Oof.
1 piercing.
1 piercing.
That
right.
would have killed me.
That's
Okay,
a
so
4.
3 armor, so that will be
I don't-
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
Mhm.
7.
I'm fine.
You're fine. You all see still, Brenner, you have this one still that is like next to you. Danail, you still have the 2 that have you pinned against the tower wall, and the one in front of you that has just slashed into your father. All of you start hearing the chanting and the incantation getting louder as the top of the tower starts to rumble.
Ooh.
Rouser, and yes, do you have a hand up for a reason?
Later. We'll get to it. We'll get to
I just wanted to say hi.
Hi.
I just stretching. Just stretching.
Dowser and Ladislas. You have just gotten done reading aloud basically like what that ritual information was from the Book of Infinite Knowledge.
I think as I was reading it, literally like every so often there would be a little like squawk interspersed in there. And the closer I got to the end, the more it was like squawks versus actual words, until finally I finished the passage just as like quack, 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 and then kind of like look up to Dowser.
You're doing the bird thing again. Well, Dowser's going to continue to just assume that you understand me. Yes, okay, good. You were right. Before we should maybe go find Brenner in the woods. It is taking a long time, and woods can be dangerous, as we've known.
And I think Ladislas kind of like lowers one wing towards you, as if like get onto my back.
Yeah.
Dowser looks at the sleeping. What was their name?
Rendell.
Rendell.
Yeah.
Rendell.
The sleeping Rendell. He's like,
We do have things here. Can maybe you have Strogi just keep an eye on them, and maybe I'll wing over them, for security.
Ladislas turns up to Strogi and they kind of exchange some squawks, wherein Strogi offers to eat Rendell, and then Ladislas says, I would prefer you didn't. And then we sort of come to an agreement. Essentially, if we don't come back for the next week, he can eat Rendell.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And you hear Rendell.
There's some Rendell in the fridge at home. If you get hungry, just toss them in the microwave.
Yeah, you just hear Rendell like a very soft, like almost cartoonish, like whistly snore.
oh yeah.
And Ladislas lowers his wing again.
Cool. Yeah, Dowser climbs up, and Ladislas right now as the giant condor. You're like bigger than any bird that really exists, right?
Yeah,
like about 4 or 5 feet tall. Like
I think I'm like 3.5 to 4 feet tall when I'm just standing on the ground. And I think we decided my wingspan was like 16 feet or something. Like it's 14 somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Cool.
Big
Dowser's
bird.
like a 2.5-foot salamander, so big for a salamander as we know them, but
yeah,
not big for a hero as we know them necessarily.
Yeah. Ladislas takes a flying leap off of the ground and beats his wings into the air and just begins. I think what I want to kind of do, William, is like go in like kind of concentric circles from the campfire just kind of like always keeping that maybe off like my right wing. And then just like looking around, getting the circle wider and wider and wider as I look for things down in the woods.
And Dowser's gonna hold on tight. He's gonna tie his the ends of his false beard around Lad's like neck, I guess, just to like strap me in. And while we're flying around, I would like to look through my new glasses and see if I can get any information about what's going on down there.
We're going to discern realities.
Discern realities
Cool,
through my
cool.
inspectacles.
What do my Dowser eyes see?
Yeah, that is but an 8. But that lets me ask one question. And because of my inspectacles, I am not limited to the questions on the list, which I don't even have in front of me anyway. And I think my question is, where did Brenner go?
Where's Brenner?
I don't see any reason as a question other than where'd Brenner go?
Where's Brenner?
Or yeah, where's Brenner? Because I still, of course, think that Brenner is in the woods and probably just in danger. But I wanna. Where's Brenner? If eyes can tell me.
Brenner,
Where'd that Brenner be?
So you're up on top of Ladislas. You're doing concentric circles. Is that what you said?
Yeah, just like
What a
slow.
wild word. So you're up there.
Ooh, baby,
it's a wild word. So you actually start to feel like heat from these glasses. And again, like I said before, it is a pleasant heat.
Very nice.
It feels good for you.
Dowser loves it.
And you actually start seeing like burning in the snow on the ground and like around, because there's a light snowfall around where you are. There just is like constantly. Just north of Way begins like snow.
Dowser's nipping at it like a dog at a fly.
And
it's funny because it never makes contact. It always like melts from your radial heat. So you're like you're waiting for like the snowflake to fall, but it like just like phew.
And down on the ground, similarly, you see almost this burning pattern like going through the trees and on the snow down below. But it does this fire. It doesn't seem like planar. It doesn't seem like it's there. It is not melting the snow around it. In fact, if you were to like move your glasses up, move them back down, it would disappear. But you see this.
Yeah, Dowser does exactly that. It looks really funny.
It looks so funny.
It's so fucking funny.
And this
Still fucking funny.
You see, anybody else want to say it one more?
So fucking funny.
Thank you.
Comedy rule of threes, baby.
And you see this like pile of wood. And from this pile of wood that is like sort of near your campsite, you see this trail leading away back towards the city of Way.
Is this a trail of fire or a trail of of people footprints?
It is a mix of both.
Okay, sure.
Trail of fire.
This like spectral fire that I'm seeing is like
Yes.
kind of following that. Okay.
Lad! Down here!
And doesn't
Lad-
point past your eyes.
Lad kind of like swoops down again in those like kind of like slowly spiraling circles all the way down to wherever Dowser was pointing.
Which is to the pile of wood.
There's the wood here, which is not too far from our camp.
I love the idea that this pile of wood is like within like seeing distance of the,
Yeah,
of
you
the
could have
fire.
noticed.
So we went like
on the edge of-
super wide up around the fire and then like essentially landed not like a couple dozen feet away.
Well, and Dowser didn't tell you right away either because he was worried that as soon as we go down, and tell me if this is true, William, that he would stop seeing the cool ghost fire through his glasses.
Ooh, that's a new band name, Cool Ghost Fire.
Cool ghost fire.
Yes. I would never listen to that band. Cool Ghost Fire.
Lad kind of like picks at the little pile of branches there, and then turns up to Dowser and squawks. And William, I'd like to roll shapeshifting to try to be able to speak the human tongue,
Yes.
or the common tongue.
Let's do it.
That is a yes. Okay, that is 2 6s plus 2, so 14.
2 6s, you say?
2 6s plus 2.
2 6s. You feel like you have secured your vocal folds.
Dowser?
my god, it is so weird. What the?
I think I can speak normal for good now.
Like you're not gonna go back to the bird squawk?
It's hard to say for sure, but I think no.
Okay, I mean, Dazzler would appreciate it. It's hard to talk to a bird. I don't know how you do it all the time.
These are definitely Brenner's branches.
Yes. I'm honestly embarrassed we didn't see them sooner.
They're
like
all
right
cut.
here.
They're all cut pretty much exactly the same length. It's a
Yeah.
real attention to detail that I just don't have, and I don't think any of our other siblings have.
No. God, we could have been stoking the fire this whole time. It could
I
be so
know.
much bigger.
It was getting
I
smaller
wonder
and
if it's so
smaller.
small.
Just kept
Sorry?
waiting. No, sorry.
What were you saying?
So
No, go ahead.
no, you first.
I was just thinking, the fire is just so small, and I can only do so much. As he like Zuko styles it up a little bit, but we could have puffed it up with all of this wood. Brenner did their job, and then they went that way for some reason.
Back towards way?
That's like looks up and around.
I guess so. Yeah, that's the way. Uh-oh.
You feel this rumbling, Din Din and Danail and Brenner. This rumbling like starts getting like wilder and wilder at the time. Like it's to the point where you're almost like fearing that the tower itself might crumble below the amount of this tremor. What do you all want to do?
You think this is the first time I've had both of my arms behind my back with somebody coming at me with a knife, and I want to do some monk shit, and like drop low and then kick off and then try to kick the one holding my right arm in the face.
Cool.
Damn.
Yeah. I will need probably a defy danger to get out of the hold because that was based on a failure. So let's do that. You want to do dexterity?
I would, to try and like slip out of this.
Yeah, like you're weaseling out of it. I got you.
Yeah. 8 + 2 10.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. And then give me that hack and slash.
Hell yeah. Fuck. That's gonna be a 5.
Oh my god, we gotta stop rolling those numbers. They're failures in this game.
Well, hold up. If we're saying never mind.
Well,
I take it as it stands.
okay. You want to? I will give you versatility on this.
Uh-huh.
And Din Din can roll an aid.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, Din, don't fail this roll.
Fuck it up.
So Din Din, right behind you.
Come on, Dad.
Or were you when you took that blade for your son? Were you facing your son, or were you facing the person with the blade?
Probably facing my son.
So yeah, so you were face to face when you took that like blade and like in your back, like shoulder blade. I'll stop saying
Shoulder
blade
what?
now. And so you see Danail, like maybe both of you make eye contact for a second. Like Danail's like, I'm gonna, we've done this before. Let's get ready. Like
Let's
and like
kick some
tucks
ass.
down, quickly like pulls out of the hold of the two of them and like goes up for a kick for the one. So let's get that aid.
Cool. So plus bond roll.
We've been bonding over learning
bond?
about your. I think we're at a +2.
Hell
I
yeah.
think it's
I don't
been
think you
growing.
go on secret missions without being at least 2 bond.
Yeah, definitely, and especially learning all about you being like, hang on, you were a badass hitman back in the day. Hang on, and you give me shit. Hold up, Dad.
Let's see. Roll plus bond. On a hit, they take +1 or 2,
Or minus
or -2, your choice.
On a 7 and 9, you also expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost.
I
What'd you
got 10, baby.
10.
Hell
Oh, that brings you up to a 7, right?
Technically a 6.
No, I said I was giving you versatile.
Oh, sweet. Then yes, that'll bring me to an 8 then.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I see. Your strength is really bad.
My strength is nil.
Your strength has a big X over it for do not roll.
Okay,
Do
so that's
not
on,
wiry.
that's on a hack and slash. So you will get an attack back, but like roll your damage for me.
Was that me or Din Din?
That's you.
Sweet. Boom. That's gonna be a 4.
4. Okay. And does that ignore armor? It doesn't. It's just a kick.
Yeah, this is just a kick.
A really cool kick. Such a cool kick.
It's
Okay,
some real
so-
kung fu
Beautiful
shit, you know. Like I'm just lifting myself up. Watch out!
Watch out. Yeah, you go in for the kick. Yeah, you
It's
knock
almost a knee more than a kick, you know.
yeah, you knock this swords person back just like a tiny bit. But like as they are like falling backwards, they take a hidden blade out of their sleeve. Like just a dagger like shoots out into their hand, and they as they're falling backwards, they swipe forward to cut you.
Oh, now you want to be inside, do you, cat?
And you take 5 damage.
Still alive.
Not great. Not great.
Brenner, you have this one staring down in front of you, and you have these 3 other mage cultists behind you that are chanting, and it's the whole roof is shaking. What do you do?
Okay, can I explain what I would like to do and you tell me if it's possible?
Yes, please.
Okay, I want to take off one of my shoes and throw it to Danail and throw the other one to Dindin and have it cause fear to whoever they're fighting. And then I want to do just another, blue steel.
We're gonna have to limit this to one of the 2 that you're gonna be able to get off before something else.
Only one shoe can
Well,
be.
you can throw both shoes, but you can't throw both shoes and then also attack someone. So which one do you want to do?
I'm going to throw both shoes.
Okay, so give me the roll to cause fear on the shoes.
My headcanon here is that Brenner just really doesn't like shoes. Just like hates wearing them. Any
Were
excuse
you
to
afraid
take
of
them off.
shoes, Brenner?
What is that plus? Sorry, what's the modifier?
Wisdom.
Oh, cool. 10 total.
And total, okay, yeah. So you cast cause fear, like no problem. You have instilled fear into your shoes.
Infused.
You've infused fear into these shoes.
And we catch.
Don't do it.
You're like
They're
Nike.
Crocs.
And you toss these shoes, one
Thank you.
towards the mages and one towards the to Danail and Dindin. That was a question.
Oh, yes.
Okay, cool.
One to Danail to like have them catch it.
I've got a hand free.
And then the other 2, Daddy Dindin.
Oh, so it's not towards the mages. It's 2.
Oh, you're both getting a shoe. Okay, got
To
it.
have them be like, oh, yeah.
Okay.
Scare them off the roof.
Now here's the thing.
Mhm.
Brenner, you can either roll
Is it the smell?
defy danger to get these into your family's hands, or you can throw it and I will have both of them defy danger to catch them. What would you rather do?
I guess I'll defy danger.
Cool.
Don't throw your shoes off the side of the tower.
One could argue if you look cool enough doing it.
Yeah, you can do strength or you can do charisma. I mean, again, like strength and charisma are your 2 biggest modifiers, and since you have your cloak, that lets you do anything. I would suggest using one of those 2.
Okay, yeah, I'll do strength, and that'll be 6, 7, 8.
8. Okay. All right. I do just for the future. By the way, if you wanted like your cloak, just a reminder, if you wanted to whisper to your shoes and say, "Hey, you want to get caught by them," and then throw them and use charisma to defy danger, like having convinced your shoes to get caught, that is something you can do now.
And then have it happen automatically, like have it absolutely happen.
Well, no,
Even if you're
you would
rolling with
you would
charisma,
roll with
yeah.
charisma to defy danger instead of rolling with like strength or dexterity or something. What I'm saying is like the world is your oyster when it comes to defying danger. You can,
then can I mean, because it's the same modifier.
it doesn't matter in this context, but I'm just saying like for the future, for flavor, like stuff like that you want to do.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So you throw these. It's an 8. On a 7 to 9. Stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. Yeah, you got the cast off on this. I'm not gonna make it too horrible because they fall short. They fall short. They don't quite make it to them, but you get them basically between you and the swords people that are attacking Danail and Dindin.
Good place to steer your shoes.
And it's right behind them, so they do look back and they are freaked out by these shoes. So let's.
I don't know who it was, but someone in the chat said, "Is it the smell?" And I thought that was
They are so
stinky.
scared of these smelly
very
shoes.
stinky
Quite possible.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to look up Cossphere here. Like, there we go. Okay, choose a target you can see in a nearby and a nearby object. The target is afraid of the object. Okay, so you need to choose one target. Did you want to make it just like the one who had like hacked at your father?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I want the fear to affect the two people who are.
You can only choose one.
Danger.
it's a target.
It's a target. You can only choose one target with Cossphere.
Oh, so each shoe wouldn't cause a different.
No, unless you caused fear twice.
Can I cause fear twice?
All right, one time. One time. I'll have you roll for it.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, you can, but it's just -1 ongoing to cast another spell while you've already cast Cause Fear.
Yeah, because it's ongoing. So you're gonna get a -1 to this roll.
Okay.
So theoretically, you could also do it more than twice.
Yeah.
Everything is scary.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Oh.
Well,
You're not.
no. I'm gonna use. I have my handy dandy cape on, and I just kind of.
That only works for Defy Danger.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Okay. So, 3, 5.
Okay. All right. So here's what happens. A shoe lands behind the single swords person. That had the blade out that had just struck your father. The other shoe, that shoe lands short. The other shoe flies off of the top of the tower. You threw one shoe too soft, and you threw the other shoe too hard.
Overcompensation.
Can I use telekinesis to no?
The swords person though, that the shoe lands behind, jumps out of fear and flies off of the tower.
Slides back onto the tower.
I would like to use telekinesis to catch the shoe, and by that I mean cast a spell to cast Mage Hand to grab it.
Do it. Go for it.
Hell yeah, I love it.
Fuck yeah. That's a 13.
That's a good brother right there.
Okay, so from the perspective of this person that just jumped off the tower,
The bar for your brother now is: will he use Mage Hand to catch your shoe falling off of a soul tower?
That's a good
Brenner
brother.
loves those shoes.
the shoe falls behind this swords person, and he is like scared to hell and just like panic jumps off the edge of the tower and is like, oh no. And like so much is going through his mind in that moment, and then as just moments after falling over the side, jumping over the side, another shoe passes his face back up to the tower, and
It's
into
like that scene in The Emperor's New Groove with the cat,
Yeah.
and then the vial comes back up.
and into Denil's hand. So if I remember correctly, we have the two swords people that were holding on.
I still have one arm. I have one arm free, and I use it to
Oh no,
save
you
your
actually
shoe.
you got a complete success on that, so you broke free of both of them.
Oh hell yeah!
So there's the two there and they both go to draw their blades again, and then the three of these mages that are still doing that incantation, getting very loud, very rumbly, and and then the one swords person that is in front of you, Brenner, Din. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna do some stabby stab, I think.
Daddy, stab, stab.
Yeah,
Feels
so
appropriate.
I pull out my trusted weapon companion, my kitchen knife, and I'm going to attack one of the swordsmen.
Do
Left.
it.
Yeah.
Let's roll hack and slash.
That is a 9.
Okay, on a 7 to 9, you deal your damage, but you take damage in return. Roll me
Yeah.
that
Damage
sweet
can this family
damage.
take?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how much damage did the family take?
You can only take so much damage, Pop.
Okay, let's see. That is a D10. Here is my D10 plus a D4. Let's go. That is 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. Are you doing the one that that just got kicked or like kneed in the gut by Danail, or are you doing the other one?
Other one, plus 2 piercing.
It's plus 2 plus 2 piercing. So 4 damage, 2 piercing.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're gonna do 4 damage. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you have your kitchen knife and and you're stabbing. And you get your stab off. But when you like stab into this swords person, again, like these people don't seem to like flinch at like certain like they don't flinch at like getting struck or like getting harmed.
Mhm.
They flinch at being feared by shoes, apparently being afraid of shoes. Your knife goes in and the person just grabs your arm as the knife is in them and takes their blade and barrels it down on you.
Okay.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Do. And that is going to be 5 damage. What do I have? 1 piercing or 2 piercing? 1 piercing. Wait, sorry. 7 damage, 1 piercing. My bad.
7 damage, 1 piercing. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, the reason why I was raising my hand a while ago, you haven't been accounting for my good friend Raquel
That is a good point.
for 2 turns.
For 2 turns. Well, turns, but yes. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. So in this moment, Raquel, your good friend Raquel, who is like very stealthfully like crawling over to the mages.
Can I play Raquel?
No.
She kills everyone and jumps off the tower, but she flies away. She's a dragon.
Whoa, shocking twist.
Raquel, you have to tell us if you're a dragon. It's the law.
So she gets up and she immediately goes to strike one of these mages down
with her mighty blade.
She doesn't have a sword.
A mighty blade of the heart.
When they captured her, they took all of her weapons away.
A mighty fist blade.
All dragons are bad.
So yeah, okay, yeah,
Hey,
and she immediately like just bashes like both fists like bearing down on this mage, and yeah, and it knocks it like just a full like blow to the head, staggers back, and then all of the mages look at Raquel and lift their hands up towards her.
No.
The entire tower goes still. And then Raquel gets blasted by this wave of energy from the 3 of them and is lifted center of the tower, hovering, like floating in front of all of you. You see her completely like encompassed in this white light. And they are continuing this chanting, and you start to see from like feet up, Raquel has started to dissolve in front of you.
I'm gonna almost as part of the same move where Din lunge after one of the guys who are holding on to me. I'm gonna dart forward, almost trading places, dropping Brenner's shoe and whipping out my hand crossbow, and I'm gonna shoot at one of those casters chanting.
Cool. Give me a volley.
Nice. 12.
12. All right. You deal your damage, and that's it.
That's gonna be a 10.
10 damage?
Yo.
Are you going for the one that Raquel hit?
Yeah.
How does it look when you do it?
It's a very smooth. I kind of picturing Raquel we're kind of like opposite sides. Raquel kind of went on to the left, trapdoor's a little bit to the right. So I imagine it's kind of one of those ducking moves where I'm trying to make a beeline to get a little bit of distance away from the swords folk that were just grappling me. So like the line of sight is kind of cut off between Danail and this caster, between Raquel's floating body, and then Danail just pokes out, boom, right in the heart.
Raquel falls to the ground immediately. Her feet are gone, and she like crumbles to the ground, and the other 2 casters like immediately stop glowing and look like around, not knowing exactly where that arrow came from, the bolt, because you didn't get a mixed success, so you're not putting yourself in more danger. So they're just like shocked suddenly. Dowser and Ladislas.
I would, if you're cool with it, Sam, I would like to imagine us like kind of dashing towards the town and tower.
Yeah, I mean,
the air is fastest.
If we can, I think we would be flying if that's okay with you, because I don't think I'm moving very quickly along the ground right now.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Then you are flying up on. I think what you like coming up on this, you would have seen Raquel floating above the tower and then collapsing to the ground. You can't necessarily see everything that's going on the tower, but you are like coming up on that right now.
Can I make a suggestion real quick of just something we would have grabbed on the way? Because
Sure.
we're actively like looking for Brenner in a dark forest or perhaps in a city. We might need some light to see by. Is it possible that Dowser grabbed a piece of burning wood?
I just pulled it out of my inside pocket, bro. I always got it.
Okay, fair enough. As you're carrying that over, so we see Raquel and we see everything happening on the top of the tower.
Yeah, you're coming up. You just saw Raquel fall. There's a little bit of like a lip at the top of the tower, so you can't exactly see like everything that's going on. But you see like the tip top of like a cloak, like one of the occultist cloaks. Just like you see the top of that, you see a couple of those, and then you can because like you just see a lot of them because. To remind everyone, like Dindin and Danail, everyone is wearing these cloaks. Like they were in disguise, so you don't really see a discernible sense of like your family up here.
Okay. Hey, Dowser.
Ah!
Let's get their attention. Do you think you could maybe not necessarily set me on fire, but
I'll
make a
set
big
them on fire.
Firebird?
That'll get their attention.
Well, true. That would get their attention too. Do you need me to get closer?
No.
And Bowser's going to. Well, I mean, how far away are we?
You're close enough.
Yeah. I just Dowser just says no, and I want to just like snap and summon fire on one of the mages, one of the people who appears to be doing magic-y stuff.
Again, you're only seeing like the top of the heads, like
sure.
And the magic just stopped, so
yeah.
So no one's really doing magic-y stuff.
Then I guess let me do a roll to see if I can discern anything.
Yeah, you can discern realities here.
Yeah, and that's a 12.
Yeah.
So,
okay, you know
questions.
exactly the layout.
I want to know who's that, who's that. No. Honestly,
Do they see somebody fall from the ceiling? By the way.
Yeah, you saw someone jump off the tower.
Yeah. So Definitely takes a minute, kind of pieces it together. He's like moving with his hand, and then I'm gonna snap and I'm gonna do summon my firebrand as a hopefully a ranged weapon, but we'll see. That is 8 plus, what do I use for firebrand? I think it is burning brand, sorry, constitution. So 10, cool. On a 10 plus, I can choose 2 of the following tags. I'm going to choose thrown, near, and +1 damage. So I might actually need to get closer if I'm not within near. Like
yeah,
distance,
you can get in closer. Yeah, you can get in like just close enough before something is about to like pop off again. You wanna do your attack?
Yeah. So we'll do like a flyby, and as I snap, I'm targeting one of the mages.
Great.
And I'm basically just like treating this as just like summoning a like ball of fire, small ball of fire on them.
Dowser, do you tell me that you see our family down there as well? You yell something, or are you just focusing on taking out this mage right now?
I think Dowser would be able to just like prioritize information. He would just get out, fly by the mages so I can burn them and get Brenner out of here. And he points to each of those. So he points out Brenner and the mages to you.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll my volley. Technically, this is a thrown fireball, but I'm calling it summoned. And that's a 7 for volley.
You have to move to get the better shot, placing you in danger. You have to you take a -1d6, or you can take several shots, reducing your ammo by 1.
Well,
you fall off, Ladislas.
You know, not even fall off. I just told Lad to get Brenner and get out of here, and I need to stay here to fight. So I think I leap off, do the snap in midair, and then like land probably closer to the mages than I would like. But yeah, I just like land. I jump off and try to land on the top of the tower.
Roll me your damage.
As I do it. Cool. And this is gonna be +1. And this does have the dangerous tag. I did not choose to not take that one. Hell yeah! 8 + 1, 9.
9 damage. Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, no. I said okay, cool, not okay other word.
Bye, anomalous vandal.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Cool. Yeah, you do your snap. You do your Roy Mustang snap, and and you light this mage up. It burns like the cloak immediately, and it's just like completely like covers this person in like smoky charcoal and everything, and they get blasted back to the wall, and then they look at you like on the ground, and the other mage looks at you, and then the 2 other swords people that are still on the top of this tower both look at you as well, and they hold up their hands towards you. And that is where we're going to take our break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. So we'll be back at 9:01 for the rest of this episode. We end our streams at around 10 o'clock. So that's how much we have left, just for new people. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Take a break, go get something to eat, drink, do whatever you need to do.
Stretch and hydrate, gamers.
9:01. We'll be back at 9:01. Thank you. Dowser, you've landed on the rooftop.
Dowser!
All of the rest of you see Dowser do this, landing and like snapping a flame in front of one of these mages, like blasting them with some lovely flame you're all very used to. Danail, there's still one right next to you. And Brenner, there is still one right next to you, and then there are still 2 mages. 2? Yes, because Danail just killed one. So there are 2 mages left. There are 2 swords people left.
One of the mages is badly burnt and on the ground.
But there is a slight rumbling you feel again, but this is like very different from the rumbling, the trembling that you had felt before from this clear like magic use. It seems to be coming from below. And in fact, Danail and Dindin, you are a little bit closer to that trap door that was open, and the 2 of you hear an echo going through the halls of this tower up towards you of footsteps. Many, many footsteps. Ladislas, you are flying around the tower at the moment, and you see down below the entrance into this tower just an unending amount of these cultists entering the tower. What do all of you do?
Dot, seal the door.
Yep. I'm gonna bend bars, lift gates, and I am going to wreck this door so hard.
Hell yeah!
That it will never open again. That is a 12. So I picked 3 traits. It doesn't take a long time. It doesn't make noise. Frankly, none of the other attributes even matter. So
Great.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, maybe you could put it back easily. Isn't that one of them?
Yeah, but like, why would I want to? I could.
Well,
yes.
You never know.
You never know, just in case. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And can I make an argument to say that it doesn't take a long time can infer it's a bonus action?
Oh no.
Yeah.
But Danail, what would you like to do?
Sam said during the break he had something he wanted.
Oh, that's right, Sam. You wanted to
right
do
away,
something.
too.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I wanted to land next to Brenner, just like a flurry of wings there, and say, "Brenner, get on! It's time to go." I don't think I've seen Dowser has only pointed out Brenner, so I don't even think I know the rest of these. Anyone else except Dowser and Brenner are here.
Yeah, like right next to Brenner, there's a swords person, just like raring to strike. So there's that person right in front of you. But
How close is that person to the edge of the tower?
you're kind of in the center of the tower at the point at this point.
Can I yell that then as I land on this person's shoulders, pick them off the ground, and fly them into the air where I can drop them off the side of the tower?
Yeah, I think that'll have to be a roll.
Sure. Understandable.
Cool. So let's get that.
Defy danger plus awesome.
I mean, I guess this could be a hack and slash. Nah, this might have to be a defy danger. Yeah.
Okay. Shall we say then? Can I make the argument for? Let me see. What can I make the argument for? I guess it would probably be either strength or constitution, probably, right?
I would say so. Yes, strength or constitution.
So I'm going to use constitution, and here's my argument of that. I think this person is not going to go willingly and is going to kind of be struggling.
Sure.
And maybe even reaching up to slash me with their sword as I'm kind of carrying them off. So I'm kind of like preventing myself from letting go until we're in the spot where they will be off the side of the tower.
Cool.
Okay. No, that is a 6 + 1, a 7.
Okay, on a 7 to 9, you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. Cool. So, yeah, I will say, you can pick this person up, but they will be stabbing you.
That's fine.
That's fine?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. You're
getting them off the side of the tower.
Okay, cool. So they are going to stab you.
It's really more of a slash, isn't it? I thought
maybe from that angle. It might
That's a good point. It might be better to stab.
Sorry. Okay, well, you got lucky. That's gonna be 4 damage.
Well, I have 1 armor.
It has 1 piercing, so.
Okay, fair enough. 4 damage. And I just pick them up and plonk them right off the side of the tower.
Okay, so that's what you all see. And Brenner, this happens right in front of you. This person just gets like, bloop, plucked up.
Brenner, you hear Ladislas in the form of this giant bird just like, Brenner, it's time to go.
Din, Daddy Din, and Danail. I point in the directions where they are.
Yeah, they're next to each other, by the way.
Okay.
Go.
Wait.
Go now.
Brenner goes to Ladislas, if they're able.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. To either be held by or climb onto, and then to help direct Ladislas to Din and Danail to pick them up as well.
Okay.
I definitely cannot carry all 3 of them. I can carry. I think we've established in canon I can carry one person.
You got me on your back, and then with each claw, you can have
no.
Danail. Okay, where's Toby?
Canonically, you can ride Ladislas, and Ladislas can pick up Dowser because Dowser is so small. Other than that, there is no other combination that works.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about Strogi?
Strogi's
back protecting Rendell.
Camp, yeah.
Oh, I totally missed that. Okay. Well, then I just tell.
I think Ladislas communicates that all to you as you like walk up to him. He's like, I can't. I can only get you and maybe Dowser as well. But we have to go, Brenner. They're after you. You didn't see down at the bottom of the tower. There's a stream of them.
You can take a moment on that.
Leave Dad and Danail.
There's only 1 swords person and 2 mages left on top of here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say it, Ladislas. Give me 1 second, and then I do the whole like at the person in front of me, And I just say,
That person just got picked up and thrown off the tower by Lotta
okay,
Sloth.
the next person then. Who's the next?
Sword
Uh,
person
you
or one
can
of the
Wait,
mages?
wait, what are you doing?
You!
Okay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, so I just do the, hey, you.
You hey at them?
Yeah, the full
Hey.
description.
There
What is
you
it?
go, hey.
Okay.
Um,
And you're doing that to a swords person or one of the two mages?
One of the two mages.
Okay, cool. So you've marked them. Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna come get you. Okay, you're gonna run up on them and hack and slash. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Cool, let's do it.
Is it the one that I hit or the one that I didn't?
Yeah, the one that you hit, I guess.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. What'd you get?
I got sorry, what's it plus again? Strength?
Yeah, plus strength.
Okay, so 11.
11.
Damn.
Okay, cool. So you can choose to do more damage, or you can choose not to get hit in return.
I'm definitely going to deal more damage.
Okay. All right.
A classic.
You all never choose not to get hurt in return. You never do.
Listen, the best defense is a good offense. If they're dead, they get hurt.
Best defense is killing them on sight.
Do I roll the 10 and then the 2d4?
You roll a d10, you roll a d6, and you roll 2d4.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Heck yes. Okay. So far 10, 14, 15, 16.
Plus 1 for your halberd. So 17. So, okay, tell me how you do it.
Gosh, now I feel like I need some variety. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? So this time I get, how far away was I from this mage person?
You were probably like 15 feet away.
Okay, I do a running start. And then when I'm within like the 3 or 4 feet that my halberd length is, I jump up and I do a slice down the middle.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Spurts everywhere.
Great. So Dowser, that
great.
happens right in front of you, but I do want to address Dowser. You did put yourself in danger.
Yes, that was me getting onto the top of the tower and leaving the bird.
Yeah. And this the one mage that is left. There's only one mage left, right? Did I lose one somewhere along the way?
No, there's only one left. There's one mage, one sword person.
One mage.
Technically, there is one that's taking a nap that could be easily awoken.
That's true. There is one that is still
It's only
alive.
a light sleep. For all we know, Dowser could have like landed directly on that one and like bopped him awake.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That is a pretty so you land on top of it and like underneath you start feeling like a rustling that maybe you didn't even notice.
Dowser gets very jumpy and he just leaps up, and as soon as he sees it's not one of his family, I'm gonna snap at
Okay,
at their
cool.
face. But here's the thing, if it's right there, like can I do volley, or is this gonna have to be a hack and slash?
If it's right there, it'd have to be a hack and slash.
Cool. Because I technically have the touch tag on this as well. So yeah, it is still the same effect as me snapping and a fireball going off right in their face, but it's close. So
Cool.
I can. So I mean, I can't use Dex, but I can use my intelligence, which is still better than strength. Okay, that's a 7. And I'm going to choose to leap off of this mage as I blow up the fireball in their face. I'm going to not. Oh wait, I can't.
Yeah, you
hack
can't.
and slash. Never mind. Then I'll just do an extra d6 damage.
Oh no, you got a 7, so it's a mixed success. So you don't deal extra damage and you don't get the chance not to get hurt in return.
Oh, okay. You just deal damage.
You just deal damage and take
right.
damage. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then I will deal damage.
Cool. And then I will deal the damage from the mage, which is not good.
And I will say, fuck yeah, an 8 again. Dowser he is in battle mode right now, so I have the glasses and the wizard stuff, and I have the axe helmet.
You're all getting real lucky with my rolls here.
That's 9 damage for the mage.
9 damage for the mage. Okay. But I'm gonna give you like as you are incinerating this mage, it does also get a little bit of like a counter spell off, like towards not a counter spell, but like a spell encounter to you. And you get hit for ignore armor,
Cool.
4 damage.
All right. Wait, 4 you say?
Ignore armor. It has to be an odd number.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry.
What is he hitting me with? What does it look like?
It's like it created like this light dagger in his hand, and he just goes like shooting it out of the palm, and it goes and it like
Yeah, it goes in. It like brings Dowser straight to the ground. As I imagine, like it goes through him and passes out of the back, and he is still up. I am not in final breath, but Dowser does not look good. That hit him pretty hard.
Tell me what yours looks like.
So I'm blowing up. I'm summoning a fireball right in front of this mage's face. And as they're like kind of like sitting up, they sit up into it a little bit and basically press their face into this George Foreman grill of a fireball in front of them, to the point that they fall forward, and the hood goes away right before they do, and we see that just their face has melted away, and they are no longer with us. This evil mage.
So now there's one mage left.
Is that the one that? Oh no, never mind.
No.
So it's 1 mage, 1 swordsman?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Walk into a bar. What is this? Some kind of joke?
Danail, the one swordsman next to you, draws his blade. This swords person draws his blade, and he is also the hood like pulls back as he moves towards you, and you see that this person is also an elf.
Also an elf.
Or are you a half elf, or are you an elf? I can't remember.
You're Eladrin, right?
I'm an Eladrin.
I'm the half elf.
Which is a type of elf.
Yeah.
I think like I think I'm full. Technically, I think I'm half Eladrin, and like I think Ladislas and I share an elf parent, and then I have like a full Eladrin other parent.
Cool. I'm gonna tell you outright. The only reason I said that is because I want it to be clear that I know I've said this before, but I want it to be clear that all of these cult members and stuff it's a variety. That's like all I'm trying to say. It doesn't seem like this one like monolithic
Uniform.
people. Yeah.
Okay, it's funny because for a half second you pointed out that they were an elf, and I was like,
and it's your
is this a
cousin.
clue? Are they all elves? Is this an elven conspiracy that we're caught up in? And then you're like, it is not that. It is explicitly not that. Yeah, a lot kind of happened. But I can imagine in like this narrative flow of time, after Danail shot that last mage, Danail's next impulse was just kind of take a fan the hammer type, like start snapshotting, take a snapshot at essentially everyone that's left. And as this narrative unfolded, that would lead us, last one being this one swordsman coming at him. And I want to like, thunk, thunk, thunk right at him.
Cool.
So that's going to be a 14.
Okay. All right.
Take him out.
Deal your damage.
So that's going to be a 7.
That'll do it. Yep.
That'll do, Danail.
Tell me how it goes.
Yeah, Denial is very fast with his hands. So he fires one bolt and then just fires a second and just fires in a third as the momentum of this swordsman just goes thunk, thunk, thunk before the body comes slide into Denial's feet, who just bends down, plucks the bolts back out.
And then finally there is one mage left. You all hear as people start banging on the trap door that Din has crushed to be broken so no one can get through. But this is a force that is coming from below. You feel that door like rumbling, and it's kind of shaking the entire top of the tower. You hear the grunts and the yells of an entire, like a small little militia, it seems like, of these cultists trying to make it to the top of this tower.
That won't hold long.
I've got something I can try, but it might put all of us in danger.
Are you able to turn into like a boulder and block off the exit and just hold that until we have a chance?
I was thinking something a little bit more extreme.
Why not?
I can only get 2 of you down. 1 Dowser and 1 someone else.
If
I
Sana
can
will
get down on my own.
take Din Din and Danail, Ipsana will take care of me.
But I also
No,
still have one more
my work here.
fireball. So leave me.
Did we cleared out the last person on this roof, right?
Oh, there's still a mage.
No, the mage's still there.
Still there. You're all talking, and then all of a sudden you feel the rumbling, and you
Yeah,
hear.
I'm going. I'm going to run at the mage and tackle them off the building
Like
Like with yourself?
with myself,
what?
with a plan.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Roll probably hack and slash then, maybe?
Okay.
Well, what's this plan?
Oh. Fuck.
Well,
You could just
Yeah.
like push him and not throw yourself off.
I want to push him off and then use my Ben Gates to grab onto the rope that I got up here with.
Ooh,
okay.
there's that.
I see what you're saying. What did you roll?
What'd
I
you roll?
rolled a 4.
Okay.
Cool. So you run towards
Mhm.
this mage with that in mind,
Mhm.
and the mage dips to the side and trips you. This mage is so much faster than you expected them to
Mhm.
be, and just and then like trips you and then grabs like your like lower like your legs as you're like falling, and sends you off the end of the tower.
I had a fireball ready for that mage. I would like to release it right now, if
Okay.
that's okay. Just snap really quick, and I'm gonna start charging that way as well.
And Din Din, you feel yourself weightlessly fly over the end of the tower and begin to careen towards the ground.
Mhm.
That's a 10 for volley. And on a 10 plus, I just have a clear shot and just deal my damage.
Yep.
I'm going after him.
Yeah, total of 5. I'm
Just so
also
you know.
running that way to see if I can maybe like catch him, I guess, before he goes. I'm gonna like leap up on the top and just like look over and see what I can do.
Okay, a total of 5, you said?
Yeah, for damage.
So yeah, that you blow up this like combustion blast in front of this mage, knocking them back, and then they stead like fast on the top of this tower, lifting up both of their hands, and I need everybody to defy danger. Minus Din Din.
Yeah. What
If-
up?
William, if I'm diving off, I'm literally, as soon as I see Din Din fall, I'm diving off the side of the tower after him.
I know, I gotcha.
Okay, so still defy danger?
This is a defy danger for wisdom.
Okay.
It's wisdom. Okay.
Yeah, defy danger wisdom.
Ooh, oh, thank goodness.
Nice.
Oh wait,
Wisdom.
no.
10.
Yeah, also 10.
10.
I rolled a 9, so 9.
Actually, no. It is 9 for me as well.
9 for me as well.
Okay, so everyone who got below 10, you feel your body pause for like a moment. You are locked in place. And
But can runner use their cloak?
what? Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, it was
It's a
defy
defy
danger.
danger.
You could have used like strength or charisma.
Yeah. I used charisma. And I'm just telling this mage person with my
Stop
mind, you don't want to be doing this, mister.
Yeah.
They're still getting used to this power, and they're a little.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I also am I interpreting it correctly that you could also do shit like I look so cool they don't want to target me and use charisma for that? Or,
Yeah,
like,
that
I
could work as well.
give them
Yeah.
a glare, like anything that you would use charisma to do. Yeah.
Yeah, just think. Yeah, it's basically just like whatever you think charisma.
But
could
I love what
encompass,
you
yeah.
just did because it's also very similar to like a dowser move that he's done in front of you plenty of times. So it's like different magic for a similar effect.
You know what? You don't want to do that, mister.
I turn to the spell
And
and
so
say,
you
no.
don't feel your body pause, but Danail and Dowser, you both do. Ladislas, you successfully shake off this feeling, and you careen down towards your father in a dive, a bird dive. What you want to grab? You want to grab Daddy?
Yeah. I mean, I want to prevent him from hitting the cobblestones below for sure.
Why is that bad?
Then give me a defy danger to catch your father in a free fall.
Faja.
I'm guessing this is dexterity.
Dexterity, yes.
Okay. Well, sorry, Din Din. This is not something I'm super skilled at.
Do like strength
he
or
just
constitution
Okay,
to like
child.
flap under him.
That
Okay.
could work. That
Well-
could work if you fly beneath him and let him just like fall on you, like the constitution to like grab that.
I think it is. I don't think anything but dexterity makes sense in this
Sure,
instance.
Mhm.
And I rolled a 6.
Can I roll an assist on this?
Yes.
I have a move I was planning, actually. Let's see. Well, let's
We
see if I
gave you
can
a
do
way
it
out,
with-
and you said no.
Hey, we play this game
We do it. I
to
love it.
do
Yeah.
awesome things. We can't get off that easy. Okay, I got a 14 on assist
On an aid?
on an aid.
Okay, so you get a plus.
And I'm going to use my kitchen knife to stab this, like to claw against the wall as I'm falling to slow myself down.
Okay, then here's the thing.
Like Thorfinn.
Like Thorfinn.
Like Thorfinn.
Thorfinn.
Thorfinn rhymes with. Well, we'll move on.
This is to aid a defy danger. And on 7 to 9, you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. I offer you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice. So you got the 7, Ladislas. So the choice is that you can get to your father in time. The knife has slowed the movement enough. If you go, like, you will soften your father's fall, but you will both hit the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ladislas has got to be there for his dad.
Yep.
Okay.
It's up to the numbers now.
Brenner unleashes his pet spider that they've been keeping in their pocket. No.
Oh my god, that spider.
So this fall, you softened it, so I'll go down a die size.
William, do I have time to do anything before I hit the
Impact?
ground?
It depends on what it is, I suppose.
Would talking be something I have time for?
You do. You have time to talk.
Great. Then I'm going to use my spirit tongue to talk to the tower.
Okay.
And I want to. How long has this tower stood?
Like, it seems to have been here for about 10,000 years.
So is it fair to say that at some point over the passage of time, tiny cracks or tiny little portions of it have become unsettled enough that they would, with a little bit of prodding, come undone?
I would say no. The tower in your hometown of Sindral, yes. That one was decrepit and falling apart, but this one has been well kept by the citizens of Wei.
Then what I'm going to try to talk to is not necessarily the flaws from the erosion of time, but the flaws in the original construction of the materials, i.e., like tiny flaws in the stone itself, tiny flaws in the bone, tiny flaws in that kind of stuff, or little areas where things are, where an air bubble was trapped, where something is not quite compressed all the way.
Okay.
And I just want to encourage the tower to give in, to let itself breathe out.
Yeah, so you connect to the tower like you did before, and you feel like this searing like movement through your little bird body now. But this time you don't get visions of like the life of this tower or like what has happened here in Way. You suddenly see yourself in this like endless void, face to face with tens of thousands of people of all different ancestries and whatever, just, and some of them ancestries you have never seen before, ones you've only read about in books, who have not been here for thousands and thousands of years. It's like you're giving the biggest public speaking engagement of your life.
And I think Ladislas just is almost like undaunted by the amount of people in front of them, just by the nature of the situation he is in, but just is turning to this crowd and just says, breathe out, breathe.
Roll me a parlay with advantage.
What's your
Okay.
plan here? You wanted this tower to collapse with us on top of it?
If I go down, we're all
We do this whole stealth mission. You just show up and blow up the tower?
The tower is currently filled to the brim with cultists.
Yeah.
And we're on top of it. And we have like a
You'll
closed
figure it
door. We've
out.
got some
Just
time.
let your friend do the cool thing. react.
I love it, and I'm also nervous as someone on top of the tower.
That is a 6 and a 4. And this is parlay.
Yeah.
Which is
You
charisma.
talk so good, it defeats the tower.
It's
Which-
charisma.
So that is -1.
And it's
So
a
it's a 9.
God.
Collectively, all of these souls in front of you breathe in. And then you hit the ground. And Din Din, you hit the ground.
That could have been worse.
Both of you take 6 damage, ignore armor.
Definitely could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
still above
Definitely
two.
could have been worse.
Okay.
You softened it. I want to remind you, you softened the blow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And 6 is still a lot. That's over a
In
quarter
Dungeon
of my
World,
full
6
hit
is a
points.
lot. Yeah.
For some context, I only have 21 health points total.
Yeah.
So
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. So ignore armor. So you take the full 6.
yeah.
Noted.
How about
I'm not getting up for this. I mean, I'm alive, but
you're not? You're alive. Are you both still standing?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think Ladislas is I don't know, maybe Ladislas is doing okay, but not anywhere approaching good.
You both are also going to take the shaky and weak debilities.
okay.
Okay.
So you get a -1 for strength checks and a -1 for dex.
Okay.
Back at the top of the tower, you feel another rumbling. And this time you see the mage actually confused. They don't seem to know what is happening either. You start hearing the shifting of the tower below you. And paramots, what are those called?
Parapets.
Parapets.
And you suddenly just start
Paramours.
seeing some of these parapets like shaking in place, and then one of these blocks just pops out of the tower and falls to the ground.
Time to
I
go.
would like to try. I know that we are currently being held by magic from this mage. I assume still.
You can defy danger out of it.
Cool. I mean, I can, but what I want to do is try to talk to the mage right now. Would I have to do defy danger to move?
No, you can
stuff I'm
talk.
talking. Okay. I want to.
I'm gonna roll with wisdom against that.
Cool.
Yeah, let me just see. I don't actually know that I can do what I want to do right now.
What did you end up with?
A 6.
Take a -1
know.
next time you try to break it. Which you can't do again right now, but hold on.
Yeah, I can't use my firebrand on the cultists because they are probably not NPCs at this point.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I'm gonna try to break out of it.
Cool.
He starts to go to talk to me. He's like,
Never mind. You wouldn't listen anyway.
hell yeah. Wisdom?
Yes.
That is 9.
9. Okay, then take a +1 the next time you try, but you are still
Cool.
stuck. Brenner, you on the other hand are completely free.
I also rolled a 9 last time. Would I have had a +1 for this?
That was for the initial.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Brenner,
gonna
your siblings around you are stuck in place. Your father and your bird sibling have careened off the edge of the tower, and you heard an impact on the ground. The tower around you is shaking, and you saw a couple of the stones like holding this tower together just bloop, like pop out and fall to the ground, and you are face to face with this mage.
I'm gonna do one more zone in, baby.
You. All right, roll your hack and slash.
9.
9. Okay, on a 7 and 9, you deal your damage, but you take damage in return.
Okay. Ooh, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
God. Wow.
Wait, hold on. You didn't roll a d6, did you?
I got 7 on my 10, 6 on my d6, and then a 4 and a 2.
Okay, you wouldn't have
Wow.
rolled a d6 because you didn't get a 10 plus on your hack and slash.
Oh, my bad. Okay, then 13.
Okay, so that's funny. 13 is still an enormous amount. And it's funny to have heard the previous amount, and now we're hearing this, and we're like, oh, well, only 13. It's like, no, you murder this cultist. Yeah. How did you do this one? Like, paint me the picture, and then I'm going to take over a little narrative control here.
The mage was lifted off the ground, right? A little bit?
No.
Oh, no.
But-
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Brenner's gonna very swiftly come do the really fancy swing kick to get them down on the ground.
Yeah. You kick out their feet from underneath them. Yeah.
And then the spike on my halberd. You know how there's the axe and then the spike.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna right through the eye when they're down.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, so you do that, and the mage gets basically pinned to the tower ground on the top of this roof, and grabs at your halberd, sending energy through it towards you, and you take 5 damage. Ignore armor.
Okay.
And with your the end of your halberd still in this this mage's skull, the hood pulled back, you can see this person's face, and they just look up at you and smile and say, child, you will not leave here today. And you feel a striking pain from inside of you as this magic goes through your halberd, filling every part of your body and then shuddering into the center of your chest. You then feel a tearing and a ripping in your back. The cloak that you are wearing shreds to pieces as a hulking demonic figure rips itself out of the back of your body.
I think at this point, Brenner lets out this wail of pain, and their body is just kind of convulsing as this happens. Do I have any consciousness right now? Like, could I call?
Oh yeah, you're still with it. You're still, as long as you're conscious, you're still with it. Like you feel this pain, and then the pain is like gone suddenly, and like hovering like above you, like almost sort of like what like a genie would be like. It doesn't have legs, but it's like floating there. But
Sure.
it's just this this demon has just fallen, like ripped out of you. And Danae, you see the eyes of this demon, and
I've
it
seen
is
this before.
it's entirely formless almost, but you recognize this as what you saw in the shadow of
In
Brenner
Gambador's library.
in Gambador's library.
I want to run to Brenner if I can.
Yeah,
And just,
you're
like, kind of-
both free now. That mage
Yeah,
is
yeah.
done.
I want to just like run to and kind of like catch Brenner as they're I assume in some way like collapsing from this pain.
I'd like to be flying up to the roof as well.
Do you want to be bringing Dindin with you?
No, I'm leaving Dindin where he is. I need to get back to the roof before the tower collapses.
Okay. You can come up right on this scene then, Ladislas.
Okay.
Are you okay? The whole demon came out of your back.
Brenner is still trying to compose themselves. I need to heal you all.
You need to heal. A demon came out of your back. Drink my juice.
I pull out a
A
healing
demon came out of your bag. Drink my juice.
my healing potion from my inner pocket.
I got a thing.
Cool. Do you want to drink the healing potion, Brenner?
Yes.
Cool. Do we know what that does?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, I can look it up really fast.
Let's check that one off. That's my last one. Yippee.
And then, Danae, I've got something I'd love to do after you.
Heal yourself for 10 damage or remove one ability of your choice. Or your choice. So heal for 10 damage, Brenner.
Yay. Okay.
What were you at, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
I was at a 7.
Gosh.
Wow.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, cool. Then you do that. Danae, what are you up to?
I also want to confirm that there is like a weather vane at the center of this tower, correct?
Yeah, there's a ritual circle with a weather vane like kind of looking thing just kind of poking out.
I'm really glad you used the word ritual because I want the move I want to use is the ritual of containment.
Nice.
This is
hack that circle.
In Denial's mind, this is ironically exactly what he came here for. Denial, back in the river when Zos was released, Denial was able to get notes and learn and study the ritual of containment. Denial has kept in his position the weather vane from Syndrol's tower, which was in Denial's mind a conduit of sorts for whatever ritual this cult has done. So in Denial's mind, perhaps there's been a way to merge using these weather vanes as a conduit. And more than anything else, this is why Denial had to come back and why Denial could not leave Way until they had checked to get this weather vane, because this weather vane could be an invaluable tool in undoing whatever ritual is at large. So we're just gonna test it in the field instead of in the books. Danail is going to thrust his rapier inside the ritual circle, and you said there is like a ritual circle around the weather vane, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. Then Danail, who still has blood on his rapier, it's been used, is going to start drawing the runes needed to use the ritual of containment. And then thrust his blade beside the weather vane, and is going to try and use the ritual of containment, augmented by And this is the text of the ritual move. When I draw on a place of power, in bold, the place of power being this place of power, to create a magical effect, tell the GM what you're trying to achieve. And I'm trying to seal this demon that has emerged from Brenner inside my rapier.
Okay.
Ritual effects are always possible, but the GM will give you 1 to 4 of the following conditions. It's going to take days, weeks, months. First, you must blank. You'll need help from blank. It will require a lot of money. The best you can do is a lesser version, unreliable and limited, or you and your allies will risk danger from blank, or you'll have to disenchant blank to do it.
Okay, then yes, yeah, you can do this like immediately. In fact, the only way you would have been able to do this is because of the ritual circle and the weather vane that is there already.
So you need a weather vane. You need there to be a ritual circle on the ground. You need to be on top of a tower.
It's got to be at night.
In order to do this, though, you must have some of the demon's blood.
Hey, William, I've got a thing I was going to want to do.
Okay.
Danail will yell, "Get me its blood."
Closer.
Ladislaus, yes.
So the dagger that we got in Sendral,
Uh-huh.
I would love to slash this demon with the dagger and get that to Danail.
You're still a bird, right?
I am still a bird.
Have you been like wearing your equipment as a bird?
I kind of figured that I had like a little pack because it doesn't say that I lose my
I
equipment.
think that you can either do that or absorb
you can
it.
reach in and like take it and like that's fine. Cool.
Then yeah, I just want to. I guess yeah, cool.
Wait, are you holding the dagger like in your beak or in a talon?
It's in a talon. I was picturing it in a talon. Like literally, what I'm trying to do is just. You said this thing is kind of like ephemeral, right? Like it's not totally solid.
Yes.
So what I would love to do is just fly straight through it.
Cool.
Let's see what happens. That is an 8 plus nothing.
Remember, you have your shaky and weak things. If that.
Sure.
Yeah. So you take.
That would be a 7.
Which is no different,
but that's good. Thank you. So on a 7 to 9, you deal your damage, but you get damage in return.
Yeah. Okay. Deal me some damage.
Oh, God.
Give me some damage, William.
Give me some damage.
Love that damage. Love to take some damage.
Can I get your damage as well?
Sure. What is my D6? My damage is 4.
4. Okay. I've already forgotten. Hold on. There it is. Okay.
Oh. You add something to that? I bet you do. A creature like this.
Well, I add a +1, but it does ignore armor.
Oh God.
So
bad.
You take 9 damage.
Ladislaus is at -1 hit points.
No negatives.
Okay, so you're at
just
0.
Straight up 0. Can I narrate this just a little bit, William?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You can take full control, but I will tell you you are able to pass through this creature like what you are trying to do. And you do the blade that you're using. I think I told you it's magical.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just tell you outright, you probably were thinking this. The only reason you were able to draw blood is because it is magical.
I figured that might be the case.
Yeah.
What does the blood look like? Is it like ooze?
Yeah, it is like an ooze. It's like a smoky ooze. Yeah.
Almost
like fog. Yeah, go for it.
Almost like dry ice. It just has my asthma floating off it.
Yeah. I think then Ladislaus kind of steals himself and just like almost dives bomb through this thing, like headed literally drawing a straight line through this thing directly to Danail. kind of like hoping that he will get through and then just be able to hand the dagger straight to Danail. But I think instead what happens is as he's passing through, he feels himself begin to like dissolve, almost like that spell the wizard was casting earlier. He feels himself begin to dissolve and just literally crashes at Danail's feet in a cloud of a bit like a somersault of feathers. And then like the dagger kind of like falls next to Danail, and Ladislas does not move.
We got the
Danail
blood.
is going to take the compartmentalizing what he has just witnessed with his sibling, and simultaneously his deepest fear happening inches away from him, is going to take the dagger with the demon's blood, and is going to kind of cross it across his own blade, almost like he's playing a violin. There's an ancient elven tradition of martial casters that Danail's always kind of like wished he could style himself after, if he was a better mage. A blade singer, they are called. And this blade at this point, Danail has been very hurt. Not only is the blood of cultist, but Danail's own blood is drenched in this, so he's kind of mixing the two, and is trying, kind of like weaving together this magic. In the same way, this weather vein is a conduit for the ritual forces, so too is blood a conduit for the energy in the body. And Danail focuses on that link and kind of links together all these floating arcane principles into place and tries to create this vacuum to pull in the demon.
Now, there isn't a role for ritual. I just tell you what you need and you do it. And
I have its blood.
And everyone on the roof sees this big smoky demon sucked violently into Danail's rapier, shaking the tower to its core, more of the blocks falling off around you.
As it's being sucked in, typically whenever Danail is casting magic, there's a little bit of like a wind kind of effect going from the third eye as it kind of pairs with his own organic eladrin. And he's kind of been in a winter, kind of a pale white, but his color starts transitioning to like the deepest, coldest depth of winter until it's just straight black.
And then peace. The demon is gone. The tower stills itself.
Dalcer is walking over with Brenner to hopefully have them heal Ladislas.
Brenner puts their hands on Ladislas.
You can feel that there is no divine connection between you and Ladislas. There is no way that you can heal him.
What about, wait.
I'm gonna discern realities. Well, they're thinking.
Oh, shoot. I don't think I'm not at the level yet.
I got a 9, and my only question is Lad gonna make it out of this, or do we need to go now? Using my glasses.
Ladislas, you open your eyes to the sight of something coming across a river. Gliding towards you. You are alone. It comes into vision. And in front of you is something unspeakable. It is as though you are seeing your own death millions and millions of times over and over again, personified in front of you. A description in your tongue does not exist for what you are seeing. And you hear, "Is it time?"
If it's all right with you, William, I'd like to delay answering that because I think Ladislas is studying this creature in front of him. I don't think he's ever had there's never been a creature in front of him that he could not describe. Not even necessarily through words, because I don't think words are really his preferred medium. It is more that magic of like, what does that creature feel like? What are its, how do its bones fit together? How does magic run through its body? And I think there is definitely fear, right, of death, if that's what this thing is. But there's also just, I think, a kind of fascination. And I think Ladislas just stands there and stares at this thing and mumbles under his breath.
Roll 2d6.
Flat?
Yep.
Flat.
I love the text that says death doesn't care how tough or cool you are.
That is a 5 + 1.
You rolled a 5 and a 1.
Yep.
Right now, you are doing the move Last Breath. When you are dying, you catch a glimpse of what lies beyond the black gates of Death's kingdom. Then you roll. On a 10+, you've cheated Death. You're in a bad spot, but you're still alive. On a 7 to 9, Death will offer you a bargain. Take it and stabilize, or refuse and pass beyond the black gates into whatever fate awaits you. On a miss, your fate is sealed. You're marked at Death's own, and you'll cross the threshold soon. The GM will tell you when. This creature moves on you. Reaches forward. And you are in your half-elf form. You are Ladislas, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And reaches into your sack and pulls out the second ritual dagger. It lifts the dagger up to its face and sucks the soul inside of it out. Hands you back the dagger and says, "It is rare that I have someone bring a soul for me. You may stay for now, but next time it will be yours." Dowser, Ladislas will survive.
Okay, we need to stay for a moment. He's coming back. He's gonna be okay. I know it looks bad, but my glasses don't lie.
You have to get him out of here, though. I will say that.
Okay, well, I don't know how soon. We need to start moving. Danae, do you have any ideas? The door. Dad seemed to do a good one on the door.
I take out my rune. William, is there magical charge in it?
There is not.
Damn it. I can't do anything.
All of you hear the door to the roof rumbling and shaking. You hear it start to break.
I start like
Danail is standing like at the door, ready. And I think Danail has not looked at Ladislas since Ladislas landed where he landed. And Danail is wielding the now demon infused rapier and is not looking happy.
Dowser is like nudging Lad, trying to get him up. And I want to just like call out, "Come on, Lad, we need you. You're the only one that can fly. Come on, you can do this." And I want to try to enkindle him, bolster his courage using the enkindler. And that's an 8. So if I can even reach him, the effect is fleeting.
You cannot.
Okay.
Can I heal now?
You cannot.
I think that Brenner's just gonna be laying on Ladislaw.
No, we have to move him. He's gonna be okay, but we can't all be here. We have to find a way out. We're gonna fight them, Danail?
And you then hear the king,
The former king.
the former king, whom Raquel has just unchained.
Oh yeah.
And he comes over and he goes, and he looks like hell. He was very like beaten, and there are cuts and bruises all over him. I have a line on top of one of the towers up here on inside of a parapet. You can take out, there's like a grappling like hook. Danail, you're a good shot. You can shoot it towards the woods, and then you can ride it down. It was if I got trapped in the tower during a siege, it was supposed to be my way out.
I have this. It's night, right?
It's night.
I'm gonna pull out the arrow of Acheron, I believe it is.
Yes.
That can strike perfectly in the dark.
Yes.
And I'm gonna pop open this I guess hidden panel on the parapet that has grappling hook and rope, and secure that to the arrow and fire it into the edge of the woods.
And you all have a way out now.
Brenner, you're kind of the strongest, as weird as it is to say. Can you help carry Lad down the rope? It is very hazardous to do.
I got it.
I'll help you. Dowser can help.
Raquel, are you able to make this on your own?
King Raquel.
King Raquel.
I'm kind of a little I'm having a hard time moving at the moment.
Can you slide?
Both
of you?
I can slide.
Come with us. We have room for 2 kings.
You need to be.
I'm gonna get sheaths from some of these solid swords people. And kind of gesture. Just keep this. As long as you can hold your grip. Just hold your grip and you won't fall. And you'll just be able to slide down on these.
You all make it over to this rope, and you all successfully slide down. One of you carrying Ladislas, I assume.
I think Brenner and Dowser. Brenner with Dowser's help is what I would like to say.
Yeah.
You bring Ladislas down, and Dindin, you can see them from down on the ground where you are. You can see them.
Danail would stay until Danail could flag to Dindin. We're heading for the woods.
No, I just see you guys.
Cool.
All of you make it to the woods into the cover as you hear the tower breathe its last breath and collapse in on itself.
I burned the rope all the way up to the tower so they can't follow us or see where we went.
The sound is enormous. It is louder than anything you've ever heard in your life as this tower completely falls apart, crushing everyone who is inside of it.
I would like to add one small detail before we get too far past it. Danail, the last thing Danail would have done would have taken his cultist cloak, wrapped it around the weather vane, and then used Mage Hand to unscrew it from its position to take it with him.
Cool. Dindin, do you go along with your family? Is that where
Yeah,
you're
I
going?
run after them.
All of you get a ways into the woods, the debris crumbling and falling around you, stones flying just past your head, and then silence. And a cough from a bird.
Ladislaus? Ladislaus,
Hi.
are you with us?
Are
Are
we
you okay?
home yet?
Almost.
We're getting
And
close, buddy.
next time on Hijinks and Dungeon World, we I want you to know, okay, so Sam, Ladislaus, I told you a long time ago that there was like so I hacked the ritual daggers because they carry souls inside of them. There is a magic item in Dungeon World called Lamented Memento. Basically, when you reach the black gates, if you are holding the item when you reach the black gates, you get an automatic success.
Oh my god, why did you
So
make us roll?
because you as a player decided to continue collecting these daggers,
You were exactly the right one to
you
die.
exchanged the soul inside of the dagger instead of your own.
Who was in the dagger? Was it a demon? Do we know?
Yeah, it was
a demon in that
cult
one.
member. It was another
That's
cult.
right,
It was cult members because cult members
Yeah.
were being their souls were being taken out of their bodies and
Mhm.
stabbed into the bodies of it.
That's right.
So so I want it to be so clear that I didn't just like narratively save you. You saved yourself.
Yeah.
Amazing. And if I die again, I assume death will. I can't imagine there will be a roll there.
No, yeah. If you die again, you're done.
Yeah.
You when you arrive, even if you are holding another dagger, the dagger will not be the one that is taken. Cool. Right. Great. Well, thank you, everybody. Yeah. Again, if this is your first time explorer, Rowan. Rowan said, "Woo, this is a great episode. Thank you for sticking around."
Thank you.
Damn.
Yourself in the house.
Yeah,
This
Rowan.
is a good one to come in on, frankly, folks.
I'm sorry we never said eat my ass. I really. Thank
But
you.
put
Thank you
all of our asses. Eat all of our asses.
But if you enjoyed this, if you liked our chemistry or anything like that, all of our previous episodes of this Dungeon World mini-series are on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel in a playlist called Hijinks and Dungeon World. It's also with the bit.ly/Dunjinks, capital D, lowercase UNJINKS. And previously our main like continuity story that we were doing before we all started going remote because of coronavirus, that was using the Kids on Bikes system, which is it's akin to Stranger Things. So it was like, this is Stranger Things, like kids in a small town, supernatural adventures kind of thing. And we have like 50 episodes of that backlogged. So if you're interested in that at all, if you like what we do here, go back, finish the Dungeon World series. And if you want more of us, there's plenty of us playing that other system, which like I love that show. So thank you so much. Hopefully you come back next week. If you're one of the Greetings Adventurers crew people who showed up, we stream after Greetings Adventurers every Tuesday.
Unless they run late, we're the same time every week.
Yeah, we're at 7:30 p.m. Pacific every Tuesday. For as of right now.
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing for sure.
And everyone who has also been like routine watchers who are here, or I saw a couple people.
Yeah,
from,
I saw
the Glass Beach
I
community
saw
who are
John.
here.
I saw Matt. Exogenesis wasn't here for a moment. They're gone now, but
thank you all. It's awesome having people watch.
Yeah, thank you. And Laura's here. Laura's watching live, which I didn't know Laura could do.
Hello.
So thank you. Thank you so much again. We're done now. So yeah, we do this every Tuesday. We hope to see you again if you're willing. If you miss it, again, all of our VODs go up on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. All right. So I've been William, the GM, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at KWilliamWhite. Jonas and myself are also in a band called Glass Beach, and you can find us on all streaming platforms, and on Twitter and Instagram at Glass Beach Band. And if you've heard of us and you're part of the Greetings Adventurers community, we are also in a project with Mike Bachman called Roll for Streetwise. And that's like a nerdcore sort of like EP that we're working on with him. But we
were going to be playing GeeklyCon this weekend.
Yep.
I'm sure you know that's not happening this year. And if you don't know, this is a weird time to find out.
Yeah. So, but eventually, like that got delayed like hell. There was something that went out about it, but it's so late here. But it was a blast, a perfect tense episode. Thank you. Thanks for. Please go to bed. Go to bed now. But yeah, in the future, look forward to the Roll for Streetwise stuff and all of that. Thank you again, and we hope to see you back.
Yes, and I've been Jonas playing Dowser. I'm on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse, and also interacting a lot with the Glass Beach Band social medias. I stream quite a bit on Glass Beach's Twitch channel, mostly gaming. You'll find me there Mondays and maybe Thursdays, but I'll tweet about it. Glass Beach will tweet about it, so you can follow at Jonas Newhouse and at Glass Beach Band for all of that good stuff.
Hi, I've been Spencer LaBelle. You can find me on Twitter at SpabelleVO right below. You can find me on Instagram at Splubble, which is like bubble with a spla, SBLUBBLE. And thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming. And if you normally watch YouTube videos, please leave comments on the YouTube videos because those are wonderful to read in perpetuity. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sam Richardson playing Ladislas. You can find me on Twitter at Laggardson, LAGGARDSON. And especially for all you new folk, you can also check me out, as well as William and Jonas, in a series called Monster of the Week, which I DM'd for QueueTimes last year, I think. I think I just got a notification that it was like a year ago. We were doing the third arc.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. All 15 episodes of that show. It was a limited run series. All of them are up on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. I'm really, really proud of it. I love that system. It's my favorite one to DM. And all of my players, including Jonas, William, and our good friend Sammy, were absolutely incredible throughout that whole series. You should definitely give it a watch. It really, tugs at my heartstrings when I see some people leaving comments under those videos that they just found them, they're catching up, they really enjoyed it, or it's motivated them to play Monster of the Week. That means a lot to me, and you should check it out if that's your thing. That's all.
I've been Franny playing Brenner, and you can find me on both Twitter and Instagram at JUST_FRANNIEK. Feeny, that's all I got for now.
And I am Chris playing Dindin. If you like what I do, you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram under the name Tanameto. I do animation and stuff.
And recently, very, very good short little song.
Very, very appropriate to how I feel on a daily basis, Chris.
Yeah, I find it very pleasant and relatable.
Very appropriate for Ladislas right now, probably.
Also true. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you. We'll see y'all next time. Black Lives Matter. Trans Black Lives Matter. And I hope you're all wearing masks, social distancing, and staying at home if it is possible for you. And I hope that you're okay. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.